Why do students make sign errors in multi-step equations? Imagine trying to solve a puzzle, but every time you move a piece, you forget whether to add or subtract. That's what solving multi-step equations can feel like. When students work through these problems, they often make sign errors. These mistakes happen because of how many steps are involved and how easy it is to get mixed up. One big reason is keeping track of operations on both sides of the equation. When you add or subtract a number on one side, you must do the same on the other side to keep the equation balanced. Sometimes students forget to do this or do it incorrectly, which messes up the signs. For example, if they forget to change a plus to a minus when moving a term across the equal sign, their answer will be wrong. Another common mistake is with distributing negative signs. When an expression has parentheses with a negative sign outside, students need to distribute that negative to every term inside. If they forget to do this or only apply it to part of the expression, their signs will be off. This can lead to errors that carry through the rest of the problem. Students also sometimes try to combine terms that are on different sides of the equation. Remember, you can only combine like terms on the same side. If they try to combine a term on the left with one on the right, they might get confused about the signs and end up with an incorrect answer. A lack of clear steps can also cause mistakes. If students skip steps or don't write down each operation, they might forget what they did earlier. For example, not writing the negative sign explicitly or skipping a step can lead to sign errors later on. Moving terms from one side to the other is another tricky part. When you move a positive number to the other side, it becomes negative. Students often forget this rule or apply it inconsistently, which causes mistakes. To help avoid these errors, students should write each step carefully and do the same operation on both sides. Using visual aids like drawing a line through the equal sign can help keep things organized. Teaching the order of steps with simple mnemonics can also make the process clearer. For example, remember to distribute, combine like terms, move variables, then add or subtract, and finally multiply or divide. Checking answers by plugging the solution back into the original equation is a good habit. It helps catch mistakes, especially sign errors. Practice with distributing negative signs and writing each step clearly can make a big difference. When students focus on these strategies, they get better at handling signs correctly and solving multi-step equations more confidently.